All right, here we go. Welcome to the video, and we are just going to paint one of our door hangers from our door hanger club. This one is Shenanigans. Welcome. Can't quite get the hang of things here. Be great if you did this. What I'm going to use today is the blank that comes, and that's what they call it if it's not painted, the blank door hanger. I'm going to use a couple dog treats because Lou is literally going crazy today. I swear. Get your dog fixed. You'll be happy you did. Not so much. I'm going to use a couple of the Martha Stewart pouncers, or you can use some of these foam brushes, a 1-inch chip brush if you wanted to. And then finally, I have glitter, I have paint, I have my tape, and my glue. So what do these look like when they're done? This is one of the other choices. You get a choice of 4. Boom. Love lives here. Probably the most popular one. Although you cannot hang this one, paint this one, see this one without singing the song. The song is really important. Welcome to the Love Shack, baby. But today, I'm going to do the leprechaun one. So what we like to do is, because it's every other month, boom, we like to give you seasonal. So because it's coming out in a couple days, you could have did a choice of Valentine's, 2 Valentines, 1 St. Patrick's Day, and then 1 evergreen one, which is just kind of snarky, because we're snarky. You're going to use the tape trick for sure. If you're on your lunch break today, tell me where you're watching from. Tape trick just keeps everything in place so you can paint it really easy. And then not so important with the shamrocks. Guys, are they shamrocks if they're just 3 hearts instead of 4? I don't know. Maybe you guys know. Boom. Okay, here we go. I know you guys are like, Kelly Sue, it is the first of the year. Why are you showing me? Good God. Why are you showing me leprechaun stuff? Well, you got to remember, we always work 1 quarter ahead. And it's so that we can get our projects in, make sure they work, get them painted, offer them to you, and so that you have time to paint them and put them up and enjoy them. It wouldn't do you any good if these came out February 1 or March 1. You'd barely have time to paint them. I know, it's kind of frustrating to me too. Hey, Lou. Come on, Lula. She's barking at something. You know, okay, yeah, I need a short one. So the tape trick really works if your font was really delicate. You'd want to be very careful. This is so I don't lose anything. These are perfect for ladies' night in. You can come see me for ladies' night out, but what if you wanted ladies' night in? Boom. How cute. It's super cute. It's going to go quick. So this is 2 pieces. If yours broke during shipping, when you glue them back together, it's fine. They'll be fine. Wow, there's a lot of pieces. So what I've already decided is I'm going to leave the round unpainted. I think it has a really nice grain to it. If I decided to paint it later, I can do that if I don't glue it down right away. Yours would have holes in it, but for some reason this one didn't. And I said, I'll take it for my demo. That'll be perfect. Let me show you. It goes pretty quick, but you could lengthen it out if you're, drinking and having some charcuterie boards with your girls. You could totally lengthen this out. You're always going to have one friend that takes a little while longer to finish their work anyway. All right, so I'm going to do black, white, dark green. So I like to work in colors at a time. I like to be efficient when I'm painting, so I already pre-planned how I'm going to paint it. So the hat, so I'm going to move everything to the side. The hat is going to be a ginger. Yours does not have to be a ginger. Mine does. Okay, these these three things are going to be dark green. So I'm going to just get in there and get those done. I feel like the Martha Stewart pouncers work really good. In lieu of that, you can use a foam brush. A couple different camps are, do I paint the sides? Do I don't paint the sides? So here's the frustration. If you start dripping, you're going to want to paint the sides. You're going to want it uniform. But right now it's already charred to me, so I'm happy with that. And we talk about that a lot. And so if you're using a regular paintbrush, you're going to have some drippage. And it's just a little easier to use a foam brush for this or a makeup brush. But go ahead, if you're in the group, I would go ahead and get the Martha Stewart 4-pack. Or you can go down to Michael's. This is $1.99. I'll find some links. I'll see if I can't get any discounts for you guys. And I'm just using some watercolor paper I had. I'm probably going to need a lot more than that, actually. My green just isn't deep enough. I don't want it so deep that it is kind of competing with the black. So if you're just joining, tell me where you're watching from. It takes me a few minutes to get signed up, ready to go. And then I do have to say something in order to see any of your comments. So typically, and hopefully you're at lunch hour, or maybe you're a stay-at-home mama, which I was forever and ever. Okay. Now my surface is absorbent, so it's going to absorb some of this paint. So these come, this is what you get. You get the blank. This is what you don't get. You don't get paint, you don't get brushes, you don't get glue, you don't get glitter. This is bare bones because you're painters and you have this stuff at home. I'll put some links to how you can get the exact same colors I'm using, right? These are all the same color in Amazon or Michael's. But honestly, you're going to find your own way. So you want to be careful around the shamrock. These edges are a little delicate. See how quickly that goes? Here's what you're going to want in order to complete these. Some foam brushes or some regular brushes, some paint, some glitter, and glue. You put it all together. And a spray finish or protector. So there's only 2 more days of our club open, and then we're going to close it again. It was a little bit more wildly popular than I was thinking. And I thank you guys very much from the bottom of my heart for supporting us. So you can let this dry and do it again. So can you see how I kind of squeezed off a little of it? I dipped and I squeezed it off. By using paper, you will eventually use a little bit more product. But my time is important, and I know yours is too. So I didn't want to spend a lot of time. So I'm going to show you really quick. There is no drippage, none whatsoever. But it would be really easy just to take this and run it around the edge and have it completely finished. I'm going to let that dry, and it'll get a second coat. So the tape trick is also really good when you're having ladies' night in. And you had a little bit, maybe you made some bad decisions. You had a little bit too much something to drink. Man, it happens. And some piece rolls under the table and you spend all night doing the drunken crawl. The crawl of shame. Trying to find that piece. What I find is, as we get older, we just don't even drink that much because our bodies can't handle it. We have our cheat nights. Remember when we used to be able to party? We used to be able to party quick, hard, fast. I'm trying to get this around. That was pretty quick. You can give everything multiple coats, ending up with glitter if you wanted to. So when I say glitter, I mean the very, very fine dust. It's dust. It's pixie dust. Tink would love the glitter I have today because there's gold, 2 greens, just like her outfit. And then I've got that Harley Davidson copper. It's not called that. It's called amber. And then I have some gold. To glitter or not to glitter, guys? Looks like I am not seeing comments yet. It'll happen. Okay, so everything else is not this color. So all I want to do, it's dry, so I'm going to make more glue or more paint and just come and go over it again. So if you're just tuning in now, I am painting, I won't need as much. I am painting one of the choices from our door hanger club. So it's a bare bones membership. You get, that might be too dark. You're gonna get the door hanger, and then I tape these, so in case you want to follow along exactly, but honestly, you're gonna find your own way. But these are great resources if you get stuck. There we go. Ta-da! So I'm gonna put a little on, I'm gonna take a little off. So wood is a natural product, and so, you know, you're gonna have imperfections and you're gonna have a little warping, but when you glue it, weigh it down, you're gonna be completely fine. I really like this dark green. Oops, I might have used too much. On and off. You can do circles if you want. It's really simple for such a great project. It's paint and glue. Paint and stick. Y'all can do that. Hat. The hat really didn't take that first coat very well, did it? So the hat may need a third coat. All right, so what kind of sealer are you gonna need? Well, is it in direct weather or is there an overhang? Even if there's an overhang, I would still seal it with either triple thick, Krylon triple thick, or the Krylon gloss crystal clear. If you have a lot of white, you want to stay away from those and go to polyacrylic. In the membership, I'll give you photos of what to get or links. So you can just order them and be done. One and done. Oops, I wasn't gonna do that. So it comes out pretty awesome. I love this overlay, the shamrocks. So that, sweet. So, questions we've been getting about our club. Hey, I signed up and I wanted to know, you know, why is it every other month? Can I get it every month? So as of right now, it is every other month because we have other clubs that go the alternating month, and we don't want to take on too much. That being said, we have talked about keeping it open and allowing people to purchase the alternating month, even if they belong already. So, okay, this was black and that was white, or vice versa. Hold on. I have my graphic. Yeah, this is black. But for now, we want to nail it before we find ourselves drowning. So these are all homemade. They're homemade by us. So they do take a little while. So tomorrow, I believe, is the cutoff if you were going to join us. So if you want to join us, go ahead. They are $29, which if you're going to buy them on our website, they are $39. So they're $29. Shipping is $7.95, and there's some tax in some of the states. Most of the states, Kelly Sue, most of the states. So all I did was flip. Now, if you've been having some vino with the girls, you gotta remember to clean out that other side, and then you can always trim these down. So I'm gonna paint this one white. They go really, oh, you know what I should do while I have the black? Is do the welcome. The welcome intentionally is in 2 pieces because it's large and it's easier to ship that way. My welcome is going to be black also. Ooh. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that copper would be kind of good, but I already have his beard happening. He's going to be a ginger, guys. He's going to be a ginger. You know the kid, and I'm going to say kid, the kid voted best looking in my high school was a redhead. He's redhead, brown eyes, and as a fair, he was more, I would say he was more of a darker redhead, so he wasn't so on fire walking down the hallway, you know, like I kind of was. I was very orange, very white skin, very freckly, so white skin, orange tones. But this fella is the nicest guy ever, voted best looking, and he was a ginger. Kills me. Kills me. And he was very handsome, y'all. Okay, won't give you his name. Oops. I'm going to try to get that off right now because I am painting this white. You can flip these over, but just know that there is an offside. You can kind of see the scorching marks. Should stop talking for a second. Boom. Ta-da. So these will go out about the 10th. Typically it's 2-day shipping. That would give you, I would say, a good 15 days. Boom. Did you guys see that? That was like mama hands right there. Boom. Glitter it up. I'm going to glitter it up. I'm seeing, Marianne, I'm seeing your comment on my phone. It's coming across. She's like, do it. Do it. Lady, just do it. I beg you. I'm going to do it then. Okay, I got to get the base coat in first. I think I got sidetracked. So you could paint this piece because white will need several coats first, unless you did gray first. And that is because the brown is coming through. Keep your hands cleaner than mine. Does seem a little strange that I'm hitting him up. First part of January, we're doing leprechauns. Boom. Leprechauns. You can squeeze it right on, but it can leave a darker paint line. Okay, off. Just gonna flip it. I'm gonna hit my letters. My black probably does not need another coat. One of those little imperfections from wood. If you're looking for perfect, you probably need to keep on moving. Oops. All right. I'm running out of places. So if you're having a ladies' night in at your house, the thing to know is you're going to need a table for some of the pieces to dry. It's just the way it is. You're going to love how quickly this goes. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. It's going quick. Oops. Just keep something handy unless you want to paint all the sides. I do not. So thinner coats are better and easier than heavy coats. What I love about this one, it doesn't require pieces to fit into slots perfectly like some of the other designs. Whoops. Boom. So if you're not going to paint the sides, if you have a little goo in, wipe it off right away. Just going to go over it one more time. If you want a really white, you're going to want to do it again. Okay. and is looking a little naked. Cover that in up. Okay, so for my nose, I recommend you using your family skin tone, whatever that might be. Mine and my ancestors are like orangey white. I don't know how to explain it. Orangey white. So I am going to add a little bit of burnt sienna and white together. Just one dot of burnt sienna. I can always go darker on another coat. So these were Royal Long Bottoms. Is it Nickel and Royal Long Bottom? So a really good paintbrush brand at Michael's for cheap. And honestly, hairs come out of them all the time. So, you know, pay attention to what you're buying. I'm actually surprised that Royal and Nickel Long Bottom, or whatever their name is, put their name on this paintbrush because they're traditionally a little posh. Okay, so there's the nose. I'm definitely gonna lose that sucker because he's not on anything. Gold. So with gold, metallic gold is see-through, y'all. It's see-through. So you're gonna need a base coat. So you can add white to the gold, put a base coat on, then come in, with some like metallic later. Copper would be fine too. So I just have some cream. If you have some buttercream, that would work great too. Just giving it a base coat. Ugh, it's little pink, guys. Or else you're gonna be cleaning this guy up. Boom. So do you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? So this would really be just for people that are like gaga. I think you'd probably grab one of the Valentine's design or the evergreen one. Hey, Lori. Unless you're gaga over St. Patrick's Day. Boom. Oop, I forgot to do this guy. Put them back on so I don't lose them. Boom. Black. I forgot my band is black in my image. Easy to fix, just coming in. So I've had these Martha Stewart daughters or bouncers for a really long time, and I didn't start really using them until I started doing these designs, and they just allow me to whip through pretty quick. So if you were gonna do this and produce income, like sell your work, it would be a great way to get many designs done in the same amount of time. You don't have to go get them because I believe they're like $8, $9, $10. Definitely use your coupon. So I did say I wanted to revisit that hat. I really feel like he needs another coat. So I'm gonna flip him back over. Yes. The wood is very drying. There we go. Ta-da! But that really made a difference, guys. Now he's solid. He's a solid guy. Okay, now next I have the beard. And the beard really, I'm having him be a brown ginger. So I'm gonna, let me flip this over. I'm pretty much going to use the same base coat as I did for the nose. Just give him a base coat. Where did I put my burnt sienna? So what kind of paint do you want to use? Any craft paint will work great. I prefer Deco Art. However, Craft Smart does pretty good too. Just know it's more matte, but when you spray it, you can go ahead and get the finished sheen that you want. Ooh, that's pretty nice. So it's a pretty good base coat. And I didn't want him to be carrot orange. As somebody who had orange hair growing up, kids can be mean. And what if he had the only ginger beard in the whole village? And what's going to happen is this poor guy, oopsie, is going to be teased mercifully. So he'll either grow up to be, you know, like very thick-skinned, hello, that's me, or, you know, very insecure. I wouldn't want that to happen to him, because maybe if you catch him, he won't give you the wishes. I'm going to go ahead and use a filbert, get a little wet, and I'm going in with mostly burnt sienna and then some of this Canyon orange, which is already kind of a brownish orange. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now I am just going to paint it on there. If you want to have streaks, hair strands, go ahead and do that. You can do it with a small brush, or let's see if I have this here, a whisk brush. We'll do it's also called a rake brush. We'll do a lot of the work for you, and I can demo that if you want. You can get 3 of those red ones from Amazon for cheap. I'm trying to remember. I think they ended up being like $1.50 each. It's pretty good for a paintbrush, and I felt like the quality was fine. This is one of my better paintbrushes. It's Artist Level 2 from Michael's Princeton. It's a filbert. I don't typically like to use my nicer paintbrushes for wood, because it just eats up the brushes. It just eats them up, guys. And so what I prefer to do instead is, you know, just have a pack of craft brushes, and I just go through them. Or I do the sponges. There's a couple bugs there in his beard. He needs a name. He really needs a name. So Norton. Yeah, I don't know. Does that sound Celtic? Norton. Okay, like I said, I'm going to keep him pretty simple. I'm not even going to do any streaks in his beard. Let's talk about glitter. So those of you that love glitter, those of you that don't, keep on moving. You don't need to see this right now. Hey, Colleen, you must be on lunch break. Painting my canvas. Oh, sweet, Lori. You're going to be great at it. Hold on a second. And I'm sure Colleen, did you do your snowman canvas already? Lori's going to be great. It's already drawn. You just got to kind of color between the lines. You'll be fine. All right, so when it comes to glitter, you're going to want to use a really, really light Tinkerbell glitter. And what I mean by light, I mean is really, really fine. Really, really fine. So this stuff from the Recollections from Michael's works great. I also have had good success buying it from Amazon, although my red still is not in. So this one is called Pickle, and this one is gold. This one is, I call it Harley Davidson orange, but it's really amber. What not to do. Don't glitter everything. I know you're tempted. Lori, crazy girl. Okay, I know you're tempted to glitter everything, but your eye has to have some place to land. That's why with landscaping, you're going to have tall weeds and, well, not weeds, plants, tall plants and short plants and middle plants, because as your eye is going across the landscape, it's that variation that will catch your eye, make you backtrack, record scratch, eek, and go, okay, I want to sit here for a while and look at this. So as artists, we want our people to take a look at what we got. And so if we glittered the whole thing, our eye would not know where to land. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely glitter the gold. Is that it? I ran out of all those ladies down at Spangle. They're animals. They used all my black glitter, and my red is gone because hello, it was Christmas. Though I wouldn't use it anyway. So if I just did this, that doesn't seem like enough. And a glittery beard just sounds like I want to clean it. And I don't think I want to do that. So I think I'm going to do green up here on the shamrock, gold, and we're gonna evaluate at that point. Now, my green is more of a Christmas green going on a really dark green. So it will change the appearance of the glitter a little bit. So a side cup, I have a couple drops of water, and then I have, oh my goodness, where is it? I'm tracking, here we go. This is just some clear glue that's been thinned. And I'm just gonna put a couple more dots of water. And no, not the Harley Davidson, some gold. So you don't need a lot, maybe not even a quarter, just a little pinch. Pretend you're cooking, you're just gonna give it a little pinch. And then you're gonna, a little pinch more. You don't want it pasty. You wanna be able to brush it on. And if you have to give it 2 coats, go ahead guys. Go ahead, give it 2 coats. This one's definitely gonna need 2 coats. So I can either go dark heavier or I can just be here all day. So if it gets pasty, then I'm hooped. It's not too pasty. Can you guys see that? It's not too pasty. Love Shack. I know, I still got that one in my head. Colleen, you have the best idea. You're gonna traumatize your adult children. I love it so much. I don't know if you're still on. She's gonna put the Love Shack. Maybe I shouldn't say. It might be your secret. Sorry. You're like, I can't share anything. It's all public. Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna say it now. But they have to be familiar with the song too, right? That has to be a given. They have to be familiar with the song. So this is called Pickle. It's because it's lunchtime and I'm very hungry. That everything is named after food right now. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm using my filbert to apply. Oh yeah, I was afraid it would make the finished product look too Christmassy, but because I went with a dark green as my base coat, this glitter looks fabulous. Fabulous. I kind of feel a little gypped today. Lula's always in here terrorizing all of us, tearing through stuff. So I brought some dog treats today, and she's sitting in the office with Dad. I don't know why. She was in here right until I hit record. She's officially 1 now, and a pain in the rump. So we were having recess most days outside, and with the snow, she hadn't run away. And either had Hazel, and Hazel is fast. Well, last week in the deep snow, Hazel decided she had enough and she was gonna go. And Lou went too. So down the road, and then we're up against open land. And then luckily it's fenced because there's a super fun site on the other side, and then open, what do you call it, conservation land. So far Hazel's always come back, but it was a lot of work. It was up to my knees. I'm not in the best shape. I'm huffing and puffing. And I knew Hazel would come back, but I'm worried about my little Lula. My little Lula. And so right away, I looked down to see where I could cross the road because it was also slippery. And so when I looked up, they're gone. They're just gone. And so I'm looking for belly marks in the snow where Lula could have been like trying to get through. So I could see where Hazel went through, but not Lou, but I still went like a good fur baby mama trying to find my doggie. We looked and we looked. Hazel came back right away. We looked and we looked. We got across this little ravine, sloshed through some runoff that was covered with snow. So I'm in this little creek up to my knees. And of course I think, oh my gosh, what if Lou's in there? She's so short. She's a basset hound. So at that point, I'm freezing and I'm trying to follow tracks and I go into that same stream uphill. It wasn't my best look. We finally go, okay, I have to go back home. I don't have my phone. I need to get to some dry clothes and to some proper boots. And we go walking around the corner and there is Lula sitting in a chair in her daddy's office with her big old jowls. Just chilling like, hey mom, what are you doing? Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I don't even know if I would have to give that a second coat. All right, so his skin tone is pretty dang white, but I said do whatever your family is, and it may be a little lighter than me, but it's kind of in the same ballpark. Time to put it together. Drum roll. How exciting is this? So if it's your first time that you've ever done one of these, you'll love how quick it is. You can hang it up, put it on your door. You can put a wreath behind it so it has more substantial presence, or, you know, just stick a big old ribbon on it. I just do jute because I am not a decorator. Excuse me. All right, so here I have my bare blank. I just decided I didn't want to paint it. Okay, I think I'm gonna clean up the mess really quick. I got a lot of black right here, and it's just watercolor paper as backer because the flooring I put on my table is stained beyond recognition, which I wanted to try it to see. Okay, so here we go. And then we have our bottom half circle. Make sure you always keep in mind where your holes are. My holes are not punched through at the moment. Okay, maybe I should get rid of one of these. So there's less of an angle. Boom. Okay, so we're just gonna build it. Like I said, this is a great resource for people that are in our club so that they know how to do this. I would definitely do the white one more time, but I'm not gonna make you sit here and paint along with me. Then the black strip. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. Okay. Now, if pieces don't fit, it's because you most likely, you know, picked it up, flipped it over, and painted it by mistake on the wrong side. Okay, and there is, when this product gets a little wet, and remember I put several coats on it, it can have a little warping. When you glue it, weight it down. Okay, and then this goes on top. It's not quite dry. You want to be really careful when you take this tape off so it doesn't break your pieces. And the way this works is these line up with the back side. This one has quite a bit of warping, so I'll definitely use a heavy body glue. There we go. That's why John gave it to me, because it wasn't the best cut. Okay, and so then this guy is going to rest partially on the shamrocks, partially down below. Make sure these are all glued and weighted so he doesn't pop. Here's his nose. Hello, I'm a ginger. Here's his little, and then you decide, I guess, if you want it to go up or it doesn't go down. It goes up, kind of like a little smile. And I definitely need a little bit more glitter. So now it's just a matter of putting them all together. You decide if you want that buckle to go lefty or righty. You see a left-handed leprechaun Oh my gosh. Trying to spell leprechaun in the title today. Thank goodness there was spell check, but the first time it didn't take it. It was like, no, this word is not identifiable. Stay in school, kids. Okay, so the welcome. It's in 2 pieces, but you just stick it right together. I'm going to move them closer to the dude. The dude can go off a little bit. And then my fingers are not quite clean enough for the white, I don't think. And then I personally would do another coat of white. And those of you that are hoping to get these just right, bring out your rollers. Because it's art. It's not going to be just right. Shenanigans, welcome. So like I said, with this program, with our new club, it's going really great. We're going to close in a couple days. The lowest price you'll ever get on these. And what I'm hearing mostly is, how can I just pick one? You can pick a second one. I would have to invoice you. We just don't have the online software doesn't allow you to pick 2 unless you know, I guess if you did, you'd get 2 every month because it's a reoccurring. So like you'd have 2 like for you and your buddy. But if you wanted 2 designs, you have to let me know, and what I can do is bill you so that you get that cheaper discount on just these designs. Is anybody else that's going to be purchasing them at a paint party, they'll pay $45, and this is why. It's $39 for the design and $5, $6, $7 for paint, and I normally just put $6 for the glue, the paint, my time, that kind of stuff. Yep, I'd be messing with those letters for a really long time trying to get them just right. So we have 3 designs. The Shenanigans welcome is an option. Welcome to the Love Shack is an option. He's not glued yet. Okay, I think I should stick that on my mom's house. And then Love Lives Here is probably the most popular, and it is adorable. It really is. So many ways you could paint this one. And then finally we have Welcome-ish. It just depends who you are. So that's more of one you could have hanging all year long. So we do want to give you those options. So hopefully you'll decide to join us in our group, our door hanger group, and they are naked. They're bare. This is all you get. Bare bones for $29. But it's our best price. So I want to say bye. I hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.